Welcome back to Bake a Like and Let's Take It. This is Sunday Nights Live, and we're just going to wait till we're live on YouTube. Me and my wet head. Come on, YouTube. Go live. Wait for everybody to get the notification. All right, there's one. If you can see me or hear me, give it a thumbs up, please. Hello, Shelly and Anthony. How are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. Just making sure people can get in before we get this started. If you can see me and hear me okay, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the live as a thumbs up on your way in or your way out. But happy Sunday, everyone. Can you see and hear me okay, Shelly and Anthony? There he is, Mr. Paul Honeyman. How are you, my friend? Just making sure you can hear and see me okay. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Oh, let's get this going. I'm freezing. See and hear you 5 by 5. Okay, make sure everybody hits the thumbs up. We'll let a few more people get in here and we'll get this started. Shelly and Anthony was first. How do you like that? Same 5 people in here, no thumbs up. Come on now. Hit the thumbs up. I put the fan on in the dining room, but I'm suddenly cold. It's been so cold here all day, like windy, bitter cold. So how are you, Mr. Paul Honeyman? How was your weekend? I haven't seen everybody. Last Sunday was the Super Bowl. And then we have Valentine's. Lots to get into. Rats, I forgot to get that thing out. You did? Oh my goodness gracious. I forgot to text Laura that I was going live. So hopefully one of the ladies come in. But thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Sorry to hear about your back, my friend. Oh my goodness, it's always something. Is Mr. Garden State Gardener still alive? Oh, she's not in here yet, Suzanne. Usually Suzanne knows all that. So yeah, how's everybody's weather? Maybe we'll start off with that. Told you mine's freaking freezing here today. Oh, you better not. Unless it's having fun, then that's okay. You're allowed to do it that way. Oh my goodness. 1 thumbs up. 5 people, smash the thumbs up, folks. Even if you're just sitting in here listening, I'd greatly appreciate a thumbs up on the live. If you don't want to text or say anything, just hit 1 thumbs up or a heart in the live chat. There's Suzanne. Hello, Suzanne. Brooke Trout, hello. On call going to a plugged sewer. Ooh, that doesn't sound like fun. Be careful. Like you'll be in just listening. Is that what that means? How are you, Suzanne? I was supposed to send you an email to see if you received the seeds for you and Ed from Laura, who hopefully will be in here momentarily, I hope. But Brooke Trout, that's a real shitty job. My core loaded it today. Oh, gotcha. Andrea, that is my friend Angie. Everyone say hello. She probably won't text very much. But that is my girlfriend. We go way back since we were like 16 years old. Hung up the phone on her tonight. Here I am alive. She was keeping me company while I was taking a bath and all that jazz. So, hello, Angie. Nice to have you in here. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, Ange. Yeah, okay. Suzanne. And is Garden State Gardener still live? 6 people, 2 thumbs up. Come on, everybody. So, yeah, that's my good girlfriend from 16 we met. 16. Craziness. She's a pain in my ass, but I love her. I'm sure I'm a pain in hers too. Yes, I have the seeds. Okay, awesomeness. Because she didn't have Ed's address to be able to send the seeds to him separately. So hopefully if Ed comes in here tonight or you can get in touch with him, I'm just going to put this ugly little, I wear black or gray in my videos because it's always so cold in here. Usually this dining room gets so hot by the time I'm doing live, but it's just like bitter cold here today. So I'm just going to put it around my shoulders for now until I warm up. It's probably because my hair's wet. Yeah, if you can get his address, Mel, to you, get my text. I did, Ange. She's the only one that's allowed to call me that. She calls me Smell. It's my girl. Like I said, we go way back. Paul saying, come on, people, I only see 1 thumbs up, and I know it's mine. I see only 2 and 7 people. Come on now. Don't be a bum and hit that thumbs up, Paul Honeyman said. They don't update thumbs on desktops, says Suzanne. Well, I'm on my phone, so. But anyway, if you could possibly, the picture of the flowers, not mine. I came in and do live. It was Jean's birthday, so I'm assuming someone bought them for her. Cute. I figured I would use it because I didn't know what I was holding up tonight. I did pick myself up something. So let me explain. So months and months and months back, you know the people that get the little squeezy thing and you squeeze it into your water? I mentioned it to Jean, like, why don't you get a circle, yada yada. She did eons ago, and I didn't. I was in Sam's and they had a great deal on it. Really good deal considering I had multiple people searching around. Definitely blows Walmart out of the water. But I'm already through 2. And I don't want the 2 that say they have caffeine in it. But I was telling this to Angie. I've been drinking like 2 of these a day, at least. Sometimes 2 or 3 times. I'm like filling this up. So I would say I'm going through about 2, 2.5, because I usually leave that much before bed. And when I get up, I drink it. But I got me a Circle Kit. And the 2 that are missing are the 2 that I've already been sucking on. The first one was a berry mixture with hydration. This one is a fruit punch hydration. Sam's Club, because if you price these around, you usually just get this in a cartridge at Walmart. Better deal was at Sam's. So I'm not a person that likes water, flat water. My favorite water was always Canadian Clear. Does anybody remember that? Canadian Clear sparkling water, and it was flavored. Like peach or boysenberry was like my top 2. And I don't like anything that says 0 calories, but this is really good. Water doesn't have any calories, first of all. Duh. But the cartridges, some of them say 0 calories. You can get them with caffeine in it. You could get coffee ones. That's not why I got it. I got it to get a lot more water in me and to stop having to carry a water bottle in my pocketbook every time I go out. So it was either hold up this or hold up Jean's birthday flowers. So that's what that is. And those flowers match me better anyway. So, yeah, but good deal at Sam's. And I want to trade out 2 caffeine. 1 strawberry watermelon with caffeine and 1's black cherry with caffeine. I don't really want those 2. So, I think I was looking around on Walmart.com. So if you find a flavor you like and you can find it in a 4-pack, it's like $14. That's worth it. But so far, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. And I use purified water, not from the fridge, from the bottle or boiled. And you let it cool and I put it in here and it's good. So I'm getting a lot more water in me. So, and it's BPA free because I don't like plastic. If you want the stainless steel one, it's more money, of course. But I'm okay with the bottle. It says 68 fluid ounce. And it comes with 6 cartridges. So I was thinking about holding that up. Our Life Off Grid. Hello, Mel. Hello. How are you? Happy Sunday. Hello, hello, hello. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up in here. On your way in, on your way out. But good to see you. There is Laura. Laura, she received the seeds. Okay. Angie has a terrible time at work on her phone. And she's not used to being alive. I am seeing your text, and you're good. You're good. You could just sit there and listen. But hello, Laura. How are you? I have a thumbs up first thing I do. Thank you, Brooke Trout. I appreciate it. 10 people in here, and I see 3 thumbs up. Angie, make sure you hit the thumbs up button at the bottom of the live. She's kind of very new to YouTube, my friend Angie. Yep, I did tell her you got the seeds. I said if Ed comes in here, I don't know if she has the address, but maybe we can get the address so his seeds can get out to him as soon as possible. But Laura never fails, I tell you what. Let's see. I hope I sent it up. Oh, I'm sure you did, Laura. I'm on my jet crossing the pond now. You are? It's like dark as... Ooh, that was an ugly blur. It's dark as heck out. What are you doing that for, girl? They were talking on the phone, and I think she got her pond stocked with fish. I said I would love just to be sitting near the pond and be fishing. I grew up like that. So up my alley. Never had so many morning glory seeds in my life, laugh out loud, but I bet they'll be beautiful. Morning glories are great. Oh yeah, her little guy sent me a bunch of flowers. Morning glories, he throws them in the box towards the end. I got beautiful flowers. I was completely grateful, and I got sunflowers, so loved it. Loved it, loved it. Thank you, Ange. It can turn into a troublemaker, Paul, but it depends. It will be nice to see them again. Absolutely, Suzanne. More water, my idea. Yeah, Angie's was constantly yelling at me. Mel, you gotta drink more water. You gotta drink more water. I'm like, I can't stand flat water. I'm a sparkling water person. Like I said, if you're just coming in here, hello, hello, happy Sunday. And I think I was getting ready to get in the checkout line with Miss Debbie. Lots of prayers for Miss Debbie. She needs them. Just for strength and patience and guidance. But yeah, I caught this at the corner of my eye. Couldn't pass it up because it came with the bottle and 6 of the cartridges. And I'm on my 2nd cartridge. This is the fruit punch one. And it is 0.68 fluid ounce, 20 ml bottle, 120 milliliter bottle. So it's this is what you get in this, and then this is the cartridge. But I love it. I didn't think I was gonna like the 0 fat or the 0 sugar. I'm sorry, but yeah, doesn't even faze me at all. So I'm loving it. And Angie's happy that I got it because she said it was a great price. Jay did too. And she wanted to see me drinking more water. So thanks, Ange. Absolutely beautiful. Hello, proud mom, 1966. Hello, darling. How are you? Happy Sunday. Everyone say hello to proud mom. If you've been here a while, she usually will pop in. I saw your business, so congratulations on that. If you have a link that you want to share to your website, you're more than welcome in here to tell it to the moderators and they will drop it for you. And I'm very sorry to hear about the passing of your mom. We need to catch up, but you've been a busy bee. Behave you across the pond, call it morning wood. Call it morning glory over here. That's funny, Paul. I love the one shaped like a star. You know what he's talking about, Laura. He's being fresh. Yes, I did. Thank you very much for violas. They are the ones that I had back about 8 years ago. They were so pretty, Suzanne. I told you, when Laura promises seeds, were like me, I don't even know. Oh, yeah, she did tell me she had a bunch of seeds and she sent me out that whole box. It's on a video if you want to see it. And her beautiful son threw in a bunch of flowers and sunflowers. Love them all. Love them all. Yeah, she's playing dumb. But hello, everyone. So, yeah, if you're like me, because I want to keep this moving, if you're like me, you're not really a huge water person, it's the way to go. It actually is a better deal getting it at Sam's than in Walmart. If you get it, your nails look great. I love the color. Thank you, doll, but it is that time. Can you see that gap? So we were just talking about that. Angie said my nails look great too. I said, yeah, I don't feel like I did enough videos with this color because they were red for a while. And I'm trying to compare the one place I always went to this new place that me and Jay had found. The new place was only $35, which is good. And I was a little hesitant, but no, I think it's been a little over a month. So they held up pretty good, and I'll have to get a refill. And as much as I like the salon that I go to, it's a little bit more expensive. Lovely people, but on say like a Wednesday or Sunday, I think I was out of this new place in like 30 minutes, which is great. Because hello, I'm an Aries and I don't like to wait. But yeah, they're doing good. They just need a refill and have to pick a new color. Oh, I'm even missing a little bit of paint right there. So yeah. It's boiled with coffee beans in it. Yeah, well, like I said, 2 of these right here. Can you see this? Where is it at? It's pretty small, but hopefully you can see that says caffeine. And then this one says caffeine. And this is one of my favorite flavors. It's like a black cherry. I'm not just addicted to raspberry, but yeah, so I like all flavors. But black cherry's like my favorite. And I'm hoping I can find that without caffeine. And don't mind me if this is on or off. I do have the fan on low. It's been freezing here all day. Windy. We had a beautiful day Friday. Woke up Saturday to snow. I was sending the pictures to Laura. So yeah. Wasn't live last Sunday because I wanted everyone to be able to enjoy the Super Bowl. I did. Might not like what I have to say, but I was rooting what I call the underdog. I thought played better the whole season. I was rooting for the 49ers. We had California rolls. Well, Jay ate sushi. I don't really do raw sushi. I did eel before. That's enough for me. But like a salmon or a spicy crab. So yeah, Jay picked up. The only thing I screwed up on when I wrote the rolls that I wanted, like the California rolls, my son gets like a California roll that has a shrimp tempura. And I guess it just didn't come up right. That was the only thing that was messed up, but delicious. Absolutely loved it. And I like yelling at football. It's great. And I think it's the coach and the quarterback or father and son. I like the new guy they got on the 49ers. His father was standing in the stands with his eyes shut. Yes, I'm a sports fan, but it just did something to me. I've been keeping an eye on them all season. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, Eagles second, and I just liked how they were consistent the entire football season. That's why I was going for the 49ers. But kudos to Mahomes. And my son Jared called me after the Super Bowl. And I was like, really thought he was on my page. I was like, I was for the 49ers. He said, not me. Because one of the players talked poop on the Eagles and he hopes he's crying. And that's not normally like Jared, but Jared takes sports very seriously. So good time. Just, you know, ate California rolls. Jay ate sushi. We watched the game and brought me back. So that was good. Enjoyed myself. And such a shame about the parade. Originally, I read it was one illegal immigrant that was well, there were two shooters initially, like the morning after the parade. On Snapchat, it said one of the people were an illegal immigrant. A lot of children were injured. That's a downright shame. But now what I'm hearing is it was kids that were shootings. I don't know. I don't know. But when you allow illegals in, some things like that will happen. And if they weren't illegals and they were kids that were doing it, no excuse. If my son was younger and did some crap like that, I'd be like, come get him, lock his ass up. You know, that's what real parents do. But such a shame. And I think the other thing I was deterred from the Super Bowl, which I won't talk about the Super Bowl much longer, is I don't, I'm going to be nice. I follow Taylor Swift from the day she came out. But it's sort of like if you put politics in the football, I'm not watching it. And when the camera keeps going to Taylor Swift, it kind of annoys me. So I think I said to Jay, I'm predicting it, that they're going to win, and it'll be Taylor Swift and him on the field with confetti like this love story type of thing, which I'm for the football of it all. So glad that Pittsburgh made it further than I thought. Sad about the Eagles, but they just weren't being consistent. And that's why I really like the 49ers, because their defense was all that. So that's the Super Bowl. Didn't want to do live because I wanted everybody to be able to watch the Super Bowl if they wanted, because I also wanted to watch it. So there's that spew. Hello, Eka. How are you? Hello, Melody Angel. Hello, Eka. That was so sweet. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Welcome in. No, her little boy is a sweetheart, throwing in all those beautiful flowers in my care box. But you all know Laura's done a lot. She sent me that buddy heater. She sent me seeds. And she sent me the thing that saved gardening here. Grow this, because this is what we want, and barely touched it. Was a food saver. And I love it. Absolutely love it. And she also got me my case that I keep my little 7-inch tablet in. The reason why I have this now will come up next. Hold on. Sports reality TV, or why I stopped watching it. Hello, Vandal the Land. True story, Paul. Because me, Johnny, and Jarrett, my sons, all boycotted football. Like, as soon as Johnny said, I'm not watching one game, I said, me neither. We're not in it for the different anthems. We're not in it for the politics of it. Sports. We're diehard sports fans. And we didn't watch a game the whole year. So we usually stick to what we say. But hello, Vandal the Land saying, guess who? Are you in Walmart? I love doing that to him. Because usually when he gets in my lives, or used to be, he was always in Walmart. Everyone say hello to Vandal, who's in the house. How is everything going, our life off grid? After all the knee bending, I'm not watching any of them since. Yeah, we disagreed with that as well. A military daughter, come from a military family. None of that. It's a disgrace. I agree. Let's see. But I didn't see any of that kneeling, so. Let's see. They're saying hello to Suzanne and to Laura. Mel is a Swiftie, no way. Um, in the beginning, because I love Tim McGraw, and I used to go to sleep to him every night. When she first came out on the circuit, absolutely. She has so many fans, like 55 million fans. I don't know all her songs, but I was just having this conversation with my niece because my niece likes the 90s music. She may be watching. You hear how my voice is, and now I have to get an ultrasound done on my thyroid. Even prior to this scratchy type of sound, my niece would call me at night, get in a conversation, ask me a question so I could get into the story, and then fall asleep. And she goes, Aunt Mel, I can't help it. Your voice is so soothing. Now Fred says it. She said her Tegan, which is my great niece, who's only 5, was giving her a hard time going to bed. Might have clicked on the chicken video or something. And she was saying, hi, Aunt Mel, hi, Aunt Mel. And then, boom, my video put her to sleep. Angie just told me my video put her to sleep the other night. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Angie said, Mel, it's your voice. It's always like the same tone. I will really only yell if I'm really, really ticked off. Can't really yell now because I have something going on. But I said to my niece, it can't be appealing with this froggy type, scratchy, raspy type of sound I have going on. But they all fall asleep to my videos. So a little Swiftie, not really though. Morgan Wallen all the way. Which he dropped a new song, which is amazing. Let's see. All your links are being posted. Why can't I talk so sweet to me? Something wrong with Angie, just ignore her. No. A-pad spread. What does that mean? A-pad spread. I have an old Apple. I used to be a big Apple user. I can't get in it. Don't remember the password. They can't get in it. I do like this. I like anything. Let's see, my TV that I bought a little before I had to move from Jimmy's, which I get a lot of questions of what's going on with my life. If I would explain what's going on, subscribers might get more invested. And I do understand that, but it's where I live. You know, certain people get offended. But my roommate sold the house in 30 days, had to move. It's on a Halloween live a year ago. If you want to watch that, one of the moderators can post it, maybe Laura. And I found out like 5 minutes before. And Paul can vouch for me because he was in that live. And then I was told to come here. So I did. And where do we stand with that? Okay, so some of the videos I do, I really try to do things when Jean is at work. It's not anything personal against Jean. I just don't want to be in the way. I also don't feel comfortable. You'll know on my videos, if anybody's around me or I feel like the TV's real quiet, then I'm like this in the video. So I think that might be a little bit of like, I feel awkward, which is odd. I don't really feel awkward too often. And when no one's here, I talk myself, my regular self, because I don't believe in being fake. Be true to yourself. But I don't like to be in the way. Last night I was pre-cooking some boneless, skinless chicken thighs and get up some peppers so that I could make a chicken quesadilla for dinner because Thomas's sister was coming over to make a birthday dinner for Jean. How lovely. And I said, if you need to microwave, yeah. She said, you're not in the way. I told you that before. I said, okay. I just don't want to be in the way. I just keep my distance. So I've told everyone because it's what I was told, and without getting into too many things, I don't forget. I don't forget things. And when something's said to me, I go to multiple people and I repeat it. So I was told March the 1st, and I'm hearing it's March the 31st, like the end of the month. Um, so that's that. Might have to bring you along because still might have to buy some more time for the rest of the money. So it might be, it's not going to be might. I was talking to Laura about the title, like SUV living. It is what it is. It's going to be me and my dogs. I do pay here. I buy all my own food. I used to cook for them for almost a year and enjoyed it. But that's where we're at. So that's the quick version. But if a moderator, which Laura knows where it's at, can post that Halloween live, that's the date, that's when it happened. Me and Debbie did all the packing. Well, me, and then me and Miss Debbie, and then me and Thomas loaded up the truck. Just me and him by ourselves the one time. And then Jean was coming over to help Thomas shovel out the dirt out of the beautiful garden that I built. And then me, Thomas, and Jared loaded up the last truck. So that's who did the moving. Johnny stayed clear because he was pissed. So, and be polite and respectful, please. That's my girlfriend, Angie, Vandal Land. She has a different phone. She's learning how to work it. Laura went and watched a movie years ago. She popped up instead, and it was her. Oh, yeah. Sorry. We do go way back since 16. She's a little goofy, but, you know, you find out who your friends are when you're going through something. You could have somebody that you think is like one of your best friends that won't do anything for you or your circumstances. We're in it. We're trying. So, love her to pieces. I hate that I've had someone tell me in my videos, put her to sleep. No, it's just my niece, because she's having trouble sleeping. And it started a little ways back. And I used to get ticked. I'm like, stop calling me on the phone. And then you want me to tell you a story, and then you're snoring. And she said, it's because of your voice, Aunt Mel. It's not an insult. And now her husband, Fred, who's in remission right now from bone cancer. Lots of prayers for Fred, who's been sick back to back to back. You know, he has no immune system. So lots of prayers for Fred. Love them to pieces. And then we just thought it was funny that little Tegan was giving them a hard time of going to bed and put on one of Aunt Mel's videos. I think it was the chicken one where the chicken was messing it all up after I cleaned it, and it put her to sleep. So I'm not offended. I'm more worried about how scratchy my voice sounds. I'm like, how appealing and sexy can that be to put somebody to sleep? She said it's soothing. And then Angie said the same thing. So, but yeah, we go way back. I do enough yelling for us both, Mel. Yeah, thank goodness, because you know what? It's very rare for me to lose my temper, but best believe if you say things to me, I will never forget it. Never. And if you tick me off enough, oh yeah, that Irish crazy Mel will come shining through, and you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that side of me, because I don't even want to see that side of me, you know. But that's when you're breaking someone and you get them to that point. So that's that about the falling asleep to my videos. It's fine by me because it's still a view. I love my niece and Fred. They were up, what was that, Laura, about a week ago? I tell Laura, Debbie, Angie, everything. More than I probably tell, you know, certain people. And the reason why I do that is to repeat word for word so that nothing can be misconstrued. But I'm a good person. I'm a nice person. Just don't piss me off, and we're good. But yeah, you could do that because I don't have a voice to yell. Good. Thanks, Our Life Off Grid. With a pair of handcuffs. Paul, I kid you not. I'm not even going to say it. Like Paul would have been so up my alley. Haha. That's on God. Just checked her channel, no content. Yeah, she's just my friend, and I make her watch my videos. Sometimes she does, and she put on a video the other night, and she fell asleep. So, which is fine because we're both a little stressed out. This ain't the movie I put on, but I did watch for a few minutes. Speaking of movies, yes, we do need to chat for sure. It's been really, really crazy. Proud Mom, I thought you had my cell. Laura, can you please put out my email address? Make sure she still has it. But you know, Proud Mom, you can get me on Instant Messenger. I will always answer to you, girl. I was remembering when that all happened. Yeah, it was crazy, right? So if you're a long-time subscriber, then you know the story. I'm not trying to be mean to any new subscribers. I understand they like you, they get invested, but I can't go there and get in. I don't want to talk about Jimmy and rehash like old stuff. It's like there's nothing really to say. Jimmy sold the house in 30 days and I was welcome to come here. As Miss Debbie would say, it's old news. Jimmy did what he did, let it go. And I've let it go. So that's what that is. But some new subscribers don't understand. So that's really what it is. They're just lost from the moment. I guess when my roommate said, I sold the house and you have 30 days. That's really what it is. It's not about here. It's not anybody about here. It's more so Jimmy and the situation. So, yeah. Just my email, Laura. Email. She's gonna fire me. Never, Laura. Quesadillas for dinner tonight. I'm stuffed with cheese. I did chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breast, some black beans, salsa, cheese. And I think that might have been it for that one. That's what I had last night. Again, didn't want to be in the way and forgot my chicken was in the microwave, so I had to throw it out. Because I don't feed my chickens meat. They're vegetarians. And they get treated very well, the chickens. I now lock the door as per suggested. Just go out the front and do what I have to do for the chickens. 1 egg here and there. And then magically had 4 eggs the other day. So, and it is staying lighter longer here. So, let's see. So yeah, so that this doesn't get misconfused. This is not about someone opening their home to me and being kind about it. I greatly appreciate it. It's really about Jimmy. But you kind of don't want to rehash, even with a new subscriber. You don't want to rehash like, you know, Jimmy asked me to move in, yada, yada. Nobody wants to rehash any of that. So I try to lead people back to that live so I don't have to keep repeating myself. Angie, you're crazy. There it is. Suzanne found it. So for any new subscribers, there it is. The 30 days to move out live. And then you'll know, because it's all really about Jimmy, not about anyone else. It's not about anyone here. It's just about how I ended up here. So I appreciate you all inquiring, and I do understand how YouTube works. They want to get invested in your life, and I get that. But I'm not going to be rude and disrespectful to anyone here. So let's see. Since you were 16, that's a long, long time ago. Yeah, do you believe it? We're still friends. Hello, Melody Babe. A bit late, but here, hoping you had a great Valentine's Day. Valentine's, I didn't do anything that I could think of. Well, I made Marry Me Chicken and explained the story where it originated, because everything's TikTok and the kids created it. And Barefoot Contessa, which is Ina Garden, she made it when her and Jeffrey were in college. She used to work for the government. She's one of my favorite chefs. And she made it for her boyfriend in college and he proposed to her. So the theory is if you're in a relationship and you make this marry me chicken, you might get a proposal. So I did that for Valentine's. I made my chocolate espresso cake for Valentine's, just didn't put it out on the same day. And I still have to do mousse, and Laura's still waiting for my recipe for the cinnamon rolls, gravy, and meatballs. And I think I'm all caught up on my list. I think I am. So, let's see. So, yeah, I'm not being rude to anyone. Like, Proud Mom knows the whole story. But when you get new subscribers, they don't know the whole story. So, it's better off just to go back to that live and watch it. Like, it has nothing to do with anyone here. It has to do with what Jimmy did. So, that put me in this situation. Okay, Mel. We need to chat soon. It's time to get up early and get making the freeze-dried candy. Wasn't sure if I was allowed to say it. So my friend, Proud Mom, took a risk. And you know, taking a risk is really good. And she did a freeze-dried candy company. So, I don't know the website. I don't know. I do occasionally see her on Facebook. But if she wants to name, there's like yelling going on upstairs. She better not be misconstruing my life to be anything about her. But if she wants to name, Proud Mom, do you want to name the name of the company? And then everybody can go check it out and support my friend who opened a new business on freeze-dried candies and all kinds of stuff. So kudos to her in today's economy to want to start up a new business. Thomas is yelling. Stay safe and pray you have a good week, Proud Mom. But yeah, Joe, did you see the Marry Me chicken? Oh, and I made the meatloaf, which I gave some to my son because I wasn't going to eat all that. I froze some. Jared's very funny. He likes bacon. He just doesn't want it on his meatloaf. Everybody else would laugh at him and say, just pick the bacon off. So I took 2 pieces out of the freezer, gave it to him tonight because I got to see him. So happy about that. I'll get into that in a minute. Thomas is upstairs yelling. Yep, we're usually on the phone until 3 a.m. Yes, we are. I don't know if there's something wrong where he's on the work. He could be on a work phone call yelling at an employee, probably. Maybe. Yep, Laura, we might need that again. Uh-oh, and the only thing Mel tells me in when she's changing her drawers or for laugh out loud. Close to it. I'm sorry, hold on. Okay. I didn't want anything to get misconstrued. He is yelling about something to do with his work and saying call the cops, so Thomas can be loud, so you must never ever forget anything, Melody. I really don't. My ex-husband said you have a mind of a sponge. Not as an insult, it sucks everything in. But you know what used to make him mad? If a song came out on the radio that day, he'd be like, how do you know all the words? I'm like, I don't know, I just do. Thank you, Suzanne. Yikes. Fiery redhead, but oh, so beautiful. Like the redhead model in Jean Paul Gaultier perfumes. Have you seen the gorgeous red? I have. I have. On fire, girl. There's the email again. Thank you, moderators. And 16 people in here, 9 thumbs up. Just wanted to make sure nothing I said got misconstrued. It. And he's yelling at, I guess, an employee. I never feel the pressure when Suzanne is on for the link slur. Suzanne, she's killing it. She's killing it. I'm going to fix the tater tot recipe tomorrow. You are? Okay, so yes, let's go into food. I did the Marry Me chicken for Valentine's Day, and I did my chocolate espresso cake. It's usually done in an industrial cookie sheet, but I did scale it back a little bit and just decided to make it like a double tier. Tom said a piece, Jean don't eat cake, and I had 1 piece, and I gave like more than a quarter to Debbie and her husband. I think there's a quarter left down there. It's in the downstairs fridge, but friends, my Jarrett used to say like, ugh, you made that espresso cake again. What is the problem with that, Jarrett? Used to say to him, I'm afraid it's going to get me all caffeinated out because Jared has panic attacks. He's doing so well. And I said, no. It's not what it does. It just emphasizes on the chocolate. If you want one of the most decadent, moist, there's a couple steps to it, but so worth it. It is delicious. I usually do it in an industrial baking pan with buttercream icing. Try to spit that out. But this time I did it with cream cheese, and the cream cheese, even out, was not exactly room temperature. So, it stays cold. So there's not much I could do about that, but it's one of my favorites to make, and it's pretty easy. You can make your own buttermilk, nothing but a little sifting. I'm using my smaller KitchenAid, my big one's in storage. You could tell I cut it back because normally the bowl would be full to the gills. But he loved it. So espresso or any type of coffee inside with chocolate just emphasizes the taste of the chocolate. You won't be speeding your brains out. Trust me when I tell you, that is one recipe that I will never give up. It's just great, absolutely great. And I'm not just saying it because I made it. But if you like chocolate and you like cream cheese icing, it's delectable. And then I did the meatloaf because I told Laura that I have my other meatloaves, but I was talking to Laura on the phone. She's like, oh, post a good meatloaf. She gives me good ideas, actually. She helps me with my recipes. And I decided to do, it's not just Pioneer Woman because it's your own twist and things that you put in it, but Pioneer Woman's meatloaf is almost very similar to Paula Deen's. I just do it a tiny bit different, and I like to make my special sauce on the top. You will not regret making that. It's so good. I should have stretched it out a little bit further and took better pictures, but so good. I ate it 2 nights in a row and got a little scared it was going to go to waste, so I froze it. And I gave some to Jared tonight. Thank you, Mel's Cash App. I appreciate it. Mel's Amazon wish list, yes, because I'm going to need some things. There is my niece, Miss Erin. We were just talking about her. She will say that she falls asleep all out of love. She can write it. She could tell you herself why she thinks this voice puts her to sleep. But that is my one and only niece. We're more like mother and daughter, best friends, and she is my niece. Love her to pieces. But welcome in, Erin. Darn it, now I have to behave. Now, Erin has a very good sense of humor. And you never behave anyway. Melody, what chilies are you growing this year? That's where I was headed next. Let me just make sure I got it all out. Tater tot recipe could be for breakfast, lunch, dinner. You don't have to use bacon. You can use sausage. It required pimentos, but I couldn't find them. I think the pimentos might give it a little bit of a sweeter taste, but I made it for my niece her husband and the kids. I took them out of peace, and Jean asked me what it was, and I told her, yeah, my niece said it better be ready by the time she gets here, because she's in Maryland and she came up not just for that. And when I came back and it was gone. So, yeah, whole band gone. So I'll have to make it again. Maybe if Jay's super nice to me, I'll make it for him. But you can eat that anytime. I heard about you, Paul, your trip. Yep, that's my niece. I told her, you know, my niece has a great sense of humor. She knows about Lars. She knows about Paul being fresh and not to take anything personal. And she knows I love Lars to pieces. So I filled her in. Love you, Mel. I know Ange, love you more. Sounds like my house. Crazy. Just kidding. Okay. Oops, Paul, she heard about you. Yep. I fell out, Erin. Only believe the bad things. My niece will be in stitches. I do tell her, like, I know some people want to come in and they listen. So we have 13 people in here, 10 thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up button. It helps the channel out. The views are doing better. So Tater Tot, that was the situation, made it for them. And I guess it, I don't know, it was good. But then it was like, tastes a little bland, missing this, missing that. Trust me, it tastes good. If you want the pimentos in and add it, you can do sausage. You could do it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yes, Angie's mom said, did she lay out all those tater tots? And Angie said, yeah, Mom, she laid out all the tater tots. She said, I would have just threw them in the pan. But it comes out really nice looking. Great recipe. The meatloaf's great. The cake recipe, great. And the Marry Me chicken, if you want to be able to afford making it, I would suggest boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Stays moister. It's a good recipe. But that's where it came from, Ina Garden, known as Barefoot Contessa. And she's been with her husband for 55 years now. He proposed the night that she made that. Isn't that funny and cute and romantic? Oh no, she's good, Vandal the Land. She knows. Whatever it is will be okay. Yep, me too, Suzanne. So now the truth comes out. It's all Laura's fault. Never. That sounds nice. Yes, if you missed those videos, go check them out. 32-ounce bag of tater tots. The ingredients are listed down below. I am trying to get caught up. Trying to bang out videos. So the mousse, because you know I did the poll, and the espresso chocolate cake kind of won. But I will still come at you with chocolate mousse because I love chocolate mousse. Love it. Jay did offer if I want to make anything, I'm more than welcome to do it there. You know, it gets a little bit loud sometimes here, but yeah. So what do I have left? I still I still owe you all speak English. That beef bolognese, I have the bottle of wine, but it's been a little bit hectic, trust me. And I had all those other recipes that I wanted to get out before Valentine's Day. The mousse will still be coming, and I'm making my own cinnamon rolls because, truth be told, I think mine is better than Pioneer Woman. I think it's good if you're making a huge batch, but it's like a whole process. But I wanted to give it a try. Not bad. Debbie seemed to like them. Thomas seemed to like them, but I'm going to do mine because it's a more affordable, better tasting, and the dough's flawless. You can't even mess it up. You don't have to refrigerate it. You don't have to wait 3 days. Nothing. So that is coming with my homemade Sunday sauce and how I make my meatballs, per requested by Laura. I have it written down. Beef bolognese, and the mousse is coming. Okay, let's move on to gardening. Well, if I'm out, there will be no gardening, which kills my soul, to be honest with you. if I'm in my vehicle. Well, Debbie said I could go to her garden and garden. I just don't know where I'm going to be. Keeping it honest, keeping it real. My number one concern is getting, she'll correct me, Laura always does. I say it wrong. I really am not going for an expensive brand. I did reach out to Paul Honeyman to see what he thought of it. It's not like 1,000 water, it's 300 watts, but it gives you the AC outlets and all the USB ports. And I thought to myself, I could take my Ninja air fryer, Instapot, and does 10 other things, and be able to eat. So, got to get that. That's in my Amazon wish list, along with, I think it's the top 3 or top 4. That's one of them. Power source supply, I guess it's called. You need that more than anything to be able to get through this next chapter. 2, Laura recommended. It's like an insulated all black, and you can get like a two-faced tape and cut it to your windows so that if you're in there and you want to watch a movie on the tablet or your phone, part of mine is tinted, but you can't see in and can't see out. And I think it keeps it insulated from the winter. I don't know what it does for the spring, but I would still need it because it's crazy out there and I wouldn't want somebody looking in my window. It's weird. Or calling the po-po, if you know what I'm saying. So I would say that's the top 2 things, I think. And a heating blanket. So if anyone ever feels ever so generous and wants to go through the Bake-A-Leg and Let's Dig It, Amazon link will be posted. Maybe Laura can post the power source supply. If you get it in one color, it's more money. In the green, it's not more money. Well, it's actually cheaper. And then when you scroll down, it gives you a coupon for like $40 off. So my life is going to be changing again. So hopefully you all stick with me. My niece offered for me to go there, but we have to work some things out on that. They're renting currently, and you can only have 2 dogs, and I can't leave my other dog behind. I just can't do it. But she can't live with knowing her aunt would be living in her SUV. But we all kind of knew it was going to come down to this, so. Mel missed my comment about her Allie. I must have. Working Mod Voonchild, yes, please don't forget her. And I want to do a shout out to Huga Homestead CB, who sent me a cute little card. Not sure if I have it on me. Let me check. Because I like to watch it be in on my vanity. Okay, it was a little card. It said, never too old to receive a Valentine. So that was so cute. Thank you so much, Huga. It made my whole day. It was actually the only thing I got for Valentine's. And I greatly appreciated that. That was so super sweet. And that would be Huga Homestead, if you can post her link. My niece, Erin, is not. She's a grown adult. I'm never supposed to ask a lady's age, Paul. Depending on Erin's answer, depends on how much I behave. All right, well, let me tell you this. You don't have to behave because my niece loves to crack up laughing. And she finds all things funny. We're not a sensitive bunch, if you know what I mean. Help from Vandal. Please support this channel. A fellow gardener just getting started. See, has 306 subs. Let's show her some YouTube love, everyone. A little salty homestead, I'm going to guess that is. You're more than welcome to post that. We are still a gardening community here. A homesteading community. I think we're a good knit community. But not starting seeds and not starting a garden is a whole other next level for me. So we'll see how it goes because Debbie said my chickens are going to go there. She's just concerned because the neighbor next door has a bunch of feral cats. She thinks they're going to bother them, but Laura said she has cats, and they don't ever bother the chickens. Number two, yes, it's an idea. It's just going to be my first time not starting my own seeds, my own plants. You know how that goes. But I had an idea before I go off that subject. So Miss Debbie said my jars can go into her basement. Yay, yay, and double yay. Don't want to have to be like, can I drive by to get some food? It's all going, every bit of it. And she freed off a shelf in her basement, and I have 2 shelves here currently. They will go to Debbie's basement, and all my jars we will be taking over and putting them in her basement. And she said any like flower pots, you know, because I have whiskey barrel that has herbs in it. They could go to her property. Love Debbie, trust Debbie, no need to worry. She just said if like maybe I forgot to write on a jar just to be legible in case I'm saying like, hey, I need X, Y, and Z, she can find it. And yeah, I could garden there if I want. So thank goodness for that. My monkey is still awake. No school tomorrow. I can't believe he's still awake. But he said he's bored all day long, even though he's been outside and everything today. Sometimes kids are like that. They have a lot of energy. Is that a metaphor for your personal Bitzlar? So yeah, if anybody wants to see the link to this power supply box, it's not a Yeti, it's not a anything like that. That's on the top of the list, and it's still going to be really chilly here. And want to be in a safe space if that's because this was a conversation that was done between me and my niece and her husband, and certain kinks would have to be worked out. But that's like huge, you know? And I can't leave without all my storage and stuff, so yeah. Let me see what else. It's very relaxing, me and my kids. Okay, so my voice is very relaxing to my niece and her kids. I told you I wasn't fibbing. So, back to gardening. I was working on food items in the garage. I said this before. If I find it, I will let you know. If anybody has any fun ideas, maybe a couple giveaways because, you know, everything's money. I'll explain. But I'm pretty sure I have one of the photo box keepers that have a lot of dollar store seeds, and I wouldn't want them to go to waste. So if there's any new gardeners, if you want to play a game to win some, or, you know, I can pick someone. I'm thinking of like the price of stamps. If I can pick maybe 3 people a week, maybe, I'm going to give the dollar store seeds away. But whether we play a game or like you have to guess, whatever, I'll figure it out. Those seeds will be going. Dollar store seeds do work. I wouldn't want them to expire. Even expired seeds, you just plant extra. And I think I have quite a bit. So if I'm not using them, why not share the love? It was just an idea that I had. So, you know, anybody needs them or interested in that, let me know. Let's see. Laura, you're going to have to send that link to my phone because I will sub as Y. Has kids of her own, so I can be myself. Yes, she's an adult. Hello, KP Heathen. Greetings from Louisiana. 14 in here. 11 thumbs up. I got to pull this closer. It's hurting my neck. And like I said, it's freezing here. So we had, I don't know, maybe 2 inches, 3 inches. Well, we had snow like last week. It melted very quickly. I want to say maybe 2 inches. Could be wrong. But it was so windy today. Sun came out yesterday. It was really watery type of snow, but there's still some snow out there. So hopefully that's the last of it. But we need the snow to kill off any of the bugs, the infestation or the weird bugs you see. When you get a snow, it knocks that back. True story. Oh yeah, tomorrow's President's Day, no school. Angie, double check to make sure Steven doesn't have school. Let's see. Welcome in, KP. I got Sugar Rush, Stripey Gold Nuggets, Raji, Bird Eye, Demon, Vampire, Cayenne. Oh. Technically what Debbie's looking for, because my stuff was put into storage, she needs broccoli and red acre cabbage. She went to a couple different stores, couldn't find it. So, Vandal the Land, I'll be over there showing love and support too, my friend. Paul, that is the best thing I think I've heard all night. So I'm going to repeat those. He's saying to Vandal the Land, how can you have a President's Day when you still don't have a president? 10,000% accurate. He's a clown. That was funny. There's KP Heathens. Link, everyone. Go check them out. I'm back now and half-hour drive home, so I'll be listening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. And I really think I have some, I don't think it, I have made some amazing friends on here and I have amazing subscribers. That is the truth, Laura, for sure. Wow, Brooke Trout, that's great. Easiest 500. Take care of some plumbing, sewage, I guess, problem. I said it's a real shitty job. Mel's Amazon wish list. Paul posted it. Thank you, thank you. We liked it. We ate it all that you gave us. Yeah, I sent them back with some stuff because they're currently in Maryland. And, yeah, love my niece. She really is like the daughter I never had. So, love her, love her, love her. Laura's posted my PayPal link. Thank you, Laura. Mel Big Leg, you said I'd have been up your alley. And I said, laugh out loud. Oh yeah, Mel? Right up your alley. And you felt it too. Not on that end. Ain't nobody going up the back alley, okay, buddy? Oh, he cracks me up. Cracks me up. Let's see. And Paul is and not is right, Laura. That was nice to Huga Homestead. Absolutely. It was a little card, little hearts on it, like these little papers, little hearts on it, and said you're never too old, you know, to be someone's Valentine. I thought that was the sweetest thing ever. So yeah, great big shout out to Huga. No, you are not supposed to ask a woman her age, not a kid. Laugh out loud. The vampire leaves are purple. Ooh, nice, Eka. I have a couple of cats, 4 dogs. One of my cats is huge, he's a big boy, and he was found feral. They never bothered my chickens, and I have all size chickens. Yep, thank you to Debbie. Amen to that. So we were going to get started. We'll move on to the next topic, which will lead back to Suzanne's thing. Let me just say, I wish I was a kid. I wouldn't be so busy. Laugh out loud, says my niece. Yeah, ditto. Let's see. See that? Laura, I'm right there with you. So much energy. Whistletop Homestead. Hello, sorry I'm late. Ed. Oh, hear my voice? Suzanne. Laura. Right? Because he keeps changing his channel name so often I get confused. Pretty sure it's Ed. Laura sent Suzanne and your seeds to her, so you need to get in touch with Suzanne so she can get those seeds out to you. And a great big thank you to Laura for sending you those seeds. I always tell my niece and everyone that Laura's a sweetheart. You know, you don't have to be blood to feel like you're sisters with someone. Thank you, Suzanne, for that. Hello, Mr. Garden State Gardener. Grow Big TV in the house. Say hello, hello, everyone. We're only short one thumbs up, Mr. Garden State Gardener. Let me just so get your address, please. Does Mel have it? I don't have his address. He can give it to Suzanne. There's Grow Big TV link. Check out Ed at Whistletop Homestead. Okay, she'll email you, Ed, with the address. Expect it on Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's see. Grow Big TV. Yes, that is my niece, Erin. That is Mr. Garden State Gardener. That's right over Jersey. You should see his property. I would love to garden in his garden. But hello, Ed. Let me give you a proper hello. I just had to make sure that you knew that the seeds were sent to Suzanne for the first time in a very long time. Okay. Hey, y'all. Tiger! Oh my goodness, hello. How are you? Where you been? We never got to do the mac and cheese bake-off. I hope you're well. Happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Let's see. Check out Tiger's link. Everyone's saying hello. Wish I could go back in time and save my wife. Yeah, I'm sure. Yep, he says right around the corner, 55 minutes away. Is that an open invitation, Mr. Joe? Oh, I would be able to do that ride, working all the time. Oh, you poor thing. Well, you missed some of the live. Talked about tater tot casserole, meatloaf, marry me chicken for Valentine's Day, chocolate espresso cake, and what's coming up next is my cinnamon rolls for my girl, Miss Laura. How I make my Sunday gravy and how I make my meatballs. And then let's see. Oh, and I saw the moose coming. So I bought everything for specific recipes this time. So, on to better news. I guess it's better news. It's an oucher. And my bank's getting a little concerned of these transactions being made, but I had my appointment at Universal Dentistry on Friday. Miss Debbie, as I always like to say, her and I went. I drove down and drove back. Very nice people. And I was told $3.99. Price went up $4.99. So it is what it is. Full scan on the mouth. And did the camera. It has a name. If Jay's listening, he will correct us all. Well, now I keep my meatballs in a bag for what you say. I can't with you. Anyway, that was a little awkward, a little uncomfortable. By Wednesday it was painful. I go back the 6th to do the, the molds, the glue, the gels, whatever. The people were extremely nice. And then that should be in 5 to 6 weeks. So figure like the 16th most likely. And I think I miscalculated on how many more I have to get pulled. So now I have to find somebody that can pull them through my insurance. So watch that hold up the show, considering I'll be on my way out of here. But I'm looking forward to getting it done. So did that. And thank you for Laura for checking in with me. To see how I was. Greatly appreciate it. They did the whole thing, but the bottoms is what I'm going for first. But I'll get this pulled and then those will go in. Then I got to worry about the tops. And that will be $4.99, so figure $500 for the uppers. Or I would be able to buy my own solar, well, doesn't come with a solar panel, but the power source supply thing that's on the Amazon wish list. It's a big reason why it's getting this. But now let's see, because I'll be on the phone fighting with my insurance company on who can do just get the tops out. So did do that. Great big shout out to Miss Debbie. Yeah, and I drove up and back. Easy peasy. Power station. See, she corrects me all the time because I don't know why I can't get it straight. But reasonable as far as what, all those big namers are going for. Or if somebody has one that's in great condition and they want to donate it, that would be awesome too. So yeah. What else? Movie recommendation. This is why I had my tablet out. If you know anything about me and the boys, baseball. My Jarrett more so. So there is a movie that says it's really good. It's a family movie. It's called The Hill with Dennis Quaid. So if you want to watch a good family movie, in regards to, I'll tell you real quick what it's about. It says this film is based on a true story. Young baseball hopeful Ricky Hill chases his major league dreams while living with a degenerative spinal condition. Dennis Quaid, Colin Ford. So yeah, wanted to tell you about that because I did say if I come across any movies or any new books, you already know the last one that I read. I haven't really had time to read. Mel's trying to get Power Station ready for her to live in her SUV. Ed, yep, that is true. As far as book is concerned, I am getting ready to make another recommendation. So that's the name of that movie. I don't know if a moderator can post a link to the name of that movie. My niece didn't see it, but her husband and the kids did it, and it just won an award for one of the best family movies. It apparently has a good moral behind that, and yeah, me and Jared are huge baseball people, so that's called The Hill. And let me go back so I can get into the right part. What is this thing doing? I'm going to tell you the next book that I'm going to be moving on to is going to be, as soon as the app opens, as soon as the Kindle part opens, you're welcome, Ed. Like I said, apologize for any flower seeds. Listen, this apologizing for flower seeds. Here, I didn't even see a bee. Always plant something pretty, and when you're growing your garden for you to live or put up on your shelf, always help the butterflies and the bees. Any flowers will attract them to your garden. Can I run this house? This ivy tried it and it works. Flowers bring pollinators to the garden. Amen, Tiger. But I wanted to put that out there. And I wish I could get into my phone for something because I wanted to write it down and time got a little close and I didn't. I'm getting ready to read. Where is it? Hold on, folks. The girl in this letter is one, and then the other one is, let's see, The Girl Behind the Gates. So this is what Girl Behind the Gates looks like right there as a recommendation. And the other one I said, The Girl in the Letter. It would look like that. Sorry about the glare, but you got the idea. Okay, so you got a movie recommendation and 2 book recommendations. And did I tell you I got to see my Jared and gave him a bunch of food? Good movie, but my husband and daughter thought it was a little bit of a tearjerker, FYI. Family movie. Obviously, I just read you the title, what it's about. And I'm all about baseball, so is my son. Here, but me and then Was on the phone for quite a few amount of hours with my gyrate last night, which I loved. Gyrate flowers are as important as the veggies. Can't have one without the other. I'm wondering if I could turn my phone real quick to find something. Bear with me. Let's just hope it doesn't keep it this way or disconnect me. Let's see. Let's see if I could do it from the top and see if I could find it. Just hang on, folks. Let's see. I don't know if it'll let me do it this way. Most likely not. Okay. Now I'm going to have to try to go. Nope. Let's see. I have to figure this out. There's something in there that I wanted to get to. I'm afraid of ending my live. Let's see. I'm not seeing it there. Yeah, it's in my app. That's a real bummer. Because I don't know if you heard that. I'm hoping you did. Of course, it buffered. Of course. I might go check out the Baltimore Orioles game. I drive by the stadium in Sarasota. Really, Brook Trout? Oh, no. No, I'm here. Did you hear what I said? On a long pause. Now, I went back to go into my phone. You know what I did? What I'll do? I've been back. I was just trying to read you something, but I guess it didn't work. I will post it under my community tab. Okay? This Dig It. It's basically, Mel, what did you press? I'm here. I wanted to see if I could actually read something while I was on live. So it's basically a cute saying, we're buffering, then back again, you're back. Thank you, everyone. I just wanted to see if it would work to where I could pull something up on my phone, but I guess not. I should have wrote it down. But look for it tomorrow on Monday on my community tab of what just made this buffer. It's because I was in there trying to read something that had to do with gardening. What you could do in February besides get your seeds started, prep your garden, take out any weeds. What were you planning on growing? Where are you ordering your seeds from this year? And what's the certain something you're growing that you're looking forward to? But look for that over on the community tab, and then you can leave your answers down below. I didn't have enough time to write it, to be honest with you. So that's my bad. That's what just happened there. I greatly apologize. And I took out sweet sausage because I'm in a mood for my hearty cabbage soup, but I'm not going to put hot and like a spicy piece in there. So I'd like to speak about my Jared for a moment. Man, boy, do I love that kid. I have great kids. The boy's great. I have differences with my Amanda. You know that. She moved. Mel talked me into ordering some sort of snake bean. Yeah, I said that for Mr. Garden State Gardener. Mr. Garden State Gardener, I may have the opportunity to help Miss Debbie, who turned the big 7-0, to garden in her garden. She has no broccoli, and she has no red acre cabbage, and has been to, I guess, all the box stores. Can't get it. And I, believe it or not, because mine was put in storage, can't find nothing. My lemon basil and my Genovese basil. So I'm trying to help Miss Debbie get some broccoli and red acre cabbage, and I just want basil, you know. And I would love to have a couple seeds on the rainbow tomatoes, to Kellogg's breakfast. So if anybody has those things and can spare them for Miss Debbie, who's helped me pack, it's going to help me get out of here too. Eka, go to bed. Let me see. Let me read that. Okay, Eka, it was great seeing you. Have a great week. Mr. Winning seeds from Joe Garden State Gardener. They always were really good seeds. Phenomenal outcome on them. Yes. Stay safe, Eric. Okay, so Mr. Gardner's in here and he's done a lot as far as seeds are concerned. But this is from Miss Debbie. Well, basil would be for me, but this is for Miss Debbie because even Laura's seeds that she gave me that had broccoli in there, and I'm pretty sure it had red acre cabbage, storage. You can't find anything in storage. It was broccoli, red acre cabbage. I need Genovese basil and lemon basil for chicken. And yeah, I have a Ninja Instapot air fryer, but it's better than your typical Instapot. It does 10 plus other things. So I was thinking about taking that along with me, and I can use that. Shoot dang, Jay's ShopRite had really long, thick cutting boards for $6.99 and wasn't able to get back up there. And I don't know if they were just out for the Super Bowl for charcuterie boards, but $6.99, I picked it up. It was heavy as heck. Would be great to sit my Ninja air fryer all in one pot, Instapot on there, so I can eat. And my jars will go to Debbie's, some of the gardening pots, and it's a disgrace because she is 70 years old. My green stalks, I trust Debbie wholeheartedly. We'll see if they can go there too, because they're not staying. So yeah, that's why I need that power bank, power supply thing. And now I'm getting hot. And it's not that, it's just the temp in here. Monday will be the chickens, of course. And I gave them a whole box. It had just expired. I've been going through all my stuff. I gave them a whole box of Heart Healthy Cheerios. My chickens are so bougie. No meat, fish, lots of veggies, all that good stuff I give to my chickens. So they're tomorrow. And then busy week. I was working on a couple things today to get together. Supplies, medical. And then I still want to get to the bathroom one, but this is my job. And I have some things that I have to make. And one of them I'm looking forward to because I'm just really in the mood for mousse and I'm not wasting my money. I bought all the ingredients to that, and I have all the ingredients for my cinnamon rolls. And then if you saw the Pioneer one that I did, and then you see mine, you can judge which way you want to go with making cinnamon rolls. I mean, literally the dough is flawless. So that's coming up. Laura always says, girl, you ain't got to do nothing for me, but I'm waiting for the cinnamon rolls. But when we previously talked on different ideas, it was how I make my Sunday gravy, as I call it, and my meatballs. So that shouldn't be too bad. I think Miss Jean's going away, and I'm getting the tomatoes out of the freezer, and I'm getting them done. Facts, Jack. I got a lot to do. I blew a fuse in my vehicle accidentally. There was a lighter that I've never really seen in my vehicle before, and I pushed it in and it never got hot and it blew the fuse. And my phone's been acting up between cords, or my phone will shut off and tell me it's dead. I fire it up to 54%. Today it was at 16%. Mr. J did try to get me Samsung Galaxy plug. It's a C. I told the gentleman, as a matter of fact, in case Jay's watching. Let me unplug this a second. So here is the fast charger. This is a C plug. This is what the bottom looks like that goes into this. And then the skinnier part looks like this. The one that they gave Jay, because he grabbed two, both ends were like that. So it wasn't fitting in my phone, wasn't fitting in this. I'm just using this for emergencies. But yeah, so it has to be a C plug. And I told the guy that when Jay put me on the phone, so I don't know why they sold him that. but both the ends were identical. One end should be smaller, one end should be fatter. So, not Jay's fault, it's the guy's fault. But hoping getting a new plug will help my phone out. And I will do a poll on the dollar store seeds over on the community tab as well. Whether you still want to do like a game, or if you have any suggestions on, because I don't want them to go to waste. So dollar store seeds, I've used them, they grow, and if someone is in need of seeds, we're giving them away over here. So this was huge, a lot of money, and another 500. So you can't save here. And now my bank wants to hold funds because they're not used to these transactions. When I asked for how long, they said 10 to 15 business days. So welcome to my life. If it isn't one thing, it's something else. But needless to say. So got that done. Got to go back on the 6th to do the mold. And then I think they said between 5 and 6 weeks it'll be in. And then I'll have to go through my medical insurance, probably go to some one that I don't trust for this. Want to get it done. Okay. So talked about the circle. I'm doing great on it because I really like a flavored sparkling water. I don't like Perrier water, but it was Canadian Clear and it was flavored, and they just came back out with that. Bottle looks a little bit bigger. The price is more too. Used to be in Wawa for like 99 cents because my husband would grab it for me. I would grab it for myself. But this has been delish. I'm getting so much more water in me, for sure. So yeah. And I wish somebody had 2 to exchange for the caffeine ones because I just don't want them. Anywho, I'll do a poll over there, whether we do a game or some form of a giveaway on the dollar store seeds. I will be in that garage tomorrow looking for them. So I have to do a poll for that, and I just said I had to do a poll for something else, and I already forgot what it was. Yeah, but Laura, this is what I was explaining to someone that's not a gardener. You can't take the chicken poop from out of the coop and then go put it near your plants because you'll burn them. But rabbit poop is a fertilizer and it's cold, so you can use it immediately. Snake beans, not battery operated. Mel, send me a list. I have tons of seeds. Really? Tiger, I always feel bad because I tell you to send me an email and sometimes it doesn't go through. It should go through. And I left you my number in an email, my cell phone number. But Mr. Garden's State Gardener has been always so very good to me. And this is really for Miss Debbie. Broccoli, red acre cabbage, Genovese basil. She loved the purple opal basil last year. I think she has that. For me, it's lemon basil and Genovese basil, my favorite. And then 2 specific tomatoes. So that's that. But she learned a lot. She used to garden before on a really small scale. She said, I'm an inspiration. She was still dealing with tomatoes, like using through December. She said she's never experienced that before. Love her to pieces. She's a very lovely, holy woman, and she just needs prayers for strength. Like, if you're healthy as an ox and you don't want to volunteer to help, hey, that's on you. But 56 and 70, I'm telling you, we work really good together. Tuesdays and Thursdays for Mr. Joe. So it's to Grow Big TV is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7. Mr. Garden State Gardener on Grow Big TV. Let's see, there's the link. Good for your rabbits. It's good for your garden. I have to make the garden smaller. I need to be able to fence it off, and fence is expensive around here. Only stuff planted to be outside of the fence is squash and pumpkins. I think we just had this conversation, I think not last week because it was Super Bowl. I can't explain it, Suzanne. It's pretty tall. It's in the, I call it a vestibule. I'll literally do a video or short maybe of showing what it is. I did it, like I said, to keep Jimmy's dog out. I don't think it was any more than $20. Actually, I think it was $12, and then the T-posts were separate. Got them on sale for either $3 or $5, and didn't need a lot. 4, and kept the dog out. Yeah, or you could try growing it upwards vertically. I feel that Susie and deer get me left and right. They will. They'll hop fences too. Suzanne, I have pumpkin seeds and watermelon seeds and some other stuff. I don't think I put anything like that in yours because I thought you only did containers. There's a moose loose about this hoose. No, I do have stuff in the ground actually. It's mostly in ground. Okay, so she's not all in pots. So yeah, so just trying to get a few things for Debbie to help her garden out. And, telling me I could come there and garden. Sure, it would help her. Let's see. I do both also containers and ground. I do mostly all ground, but all I have is sand. Oh yeah, you gotta start adding some stuff to that. Oh, never fails with this neck. So yeah, so Tiger, write me an email. I greatly appreciate the offer, because it's going to benefit her and I. Let's see. Deer stew, yum. Well, Mel's going pole dancing. Far enough here, it's pure clay. I love Circle. I'm loving it too. I really am. I'm the one that recommended it to someone. And then it came with 6 for a great deal at Sam's. I'm on my second one. And I just catch myself drinking lots of it before I go to sleep. I don't even have coffee first thing in the morning. I drink water, then I go to coffee. So, yeah. Actually, you can actually plant directly in rabbit pellets solely. You can. What's your email again, Mel? Okay, moderators, can you please post my email address for Tiger, please? If you write it tonight, I will get it. Spots or clay. There she goes, Miss Suzanne got it. I have photos of how far I have to go to put it in my fruit trees, Suzanne. Okay. My whole yard is sand and have huge live oaks saying I hate them. But yeah, I heard you can plant in sand certain things. You can also dig out. This is what I did with the apple trees because that section had some clay. Dug the hole deep enough, got out the clay, the dirt and some of the fertilizer that came with the bulb root of the apple trees went in, and then soil. I mean, if you don't have that kind of soil, use potting soil, go in with a fertilizer, and should be good to go. .32-ounce coffee mug first thing. I don't know what size mine is, but I go through a whole one, I feel like, when I wake up fairly quickly. Yes, Venice. Okay, mostly all black Okay. So, little jelly, if you have your seed started. If you're new and you're trying to garden, go under Google, ask what's my last frost date, put your zip code in, and it'll give you an estimated last frost. Don't wait too long, or you won't get peppers that are taller than yourself. I need 3 teaspoons of coffee for my mug. I'm using a filter in Jean's Keurig, and I think Jay did it. I've always been a Starbucks Veranda Blonde. It's a lighter bean, and the Canadian coffee that Boone, my friend slash other moderator, turned me on to. And once Jay got the Dunkin' Donuts grinds, I haven't looked back. I do that first thing in the morning. I normally used to do one, but I have so much going on in my head, so many things to get done. And I take the filter and dip it into the Dunkin' Donuts grinds, and that's my first cup. Today, I think I told, was it today or yesterday? Because I was a little bit on the tired side. It's Veranda Blend. I made that for my second one, which I usually never do a second, and one hot coffee, and sometimes like an ice or a bottle type. Little ticked about this, I bought a Starbucks cold brew with the cream, yada yada in it. Somehow it made its way to all the way to the back of the fridge up top. Found it, because things constantly get moved around. Pulled it out, expired. So, I mean, I feel like I've wasted more here than I did raising kids. It's just so weird. I did tell Jared some of the things that I make that he's more than welcome. When people come to visit me, we do it outside. But I took out that sweet sausage. I'm going to put some of that hearty cabbage soup off to the side for Jared. Even he has a small apartment freezer. So I gave him a bunch of stuff again today because I can. When I go into Sam's, if there's something I don't think I'm going to finish, like a whole box of it, or certain, if I want to help my son, I can. I'm his mother. We spoke on the phone for hours last night. He was in the supermarket initially, got a few items because he misses my baked potatoes with the onions and the garlic because it disintegrates in the baked potatoes, and asking me what he should buy, yada yada. Few ingredients for Jared was $70. Some people think it's not really hard out there. If I can't get a place to live, it's hard. I'm going to be in my SUV. Wake up. And I will do from my kids to the day I can't take my last breath. So I gave them a bunch of things before, and then with me organizing and going through other things, I was like, what the heck? I split a box of club crackers with Jared the time before. And then I must have been not thinking. I knew I had peanut butter, and I bought another box of club crackers. So gave that to Jar. He pretty much went through everything I gave him, but it was like $75 for what little he got yesterday. And he does work. I don't care if he has a job. I do it out of kindness of my heart, and he's not asking. At least he's extremely grateful. Johnny goes to Sam's. If I want to do for the youngest, I can and I will. So what did I give him today? Some pork chops of mine. I gave him some breakfast sausage links. I gave him scrapple. I gave him some of my zucchini that was vacuum sealed from the vacuum sealer from Laura. I'm glad I didn't pick up tortellinis the last time, because I have to eat certain food. Deal with it. So I bought the tortellini. It's a double pack. Couldn't get the thing to snap. I split that with Jared. I kept one, gave him one. He just kept worrying about me. Mom, I hope you're eating. Mom, that's way too much. You shouldn't have. I said, I will do whatever I want to do. If I want to help you out, I'm helping you out. It's not like you're asking, I'm just doing it. So let me think. Some of the things frozen wise that I gave them. Oh, and 2 pieces of the homemade meatloaf that I froze. I left 2 in the fridge for Thomas if he wants it. That meatloaf is amazing. It's a must make. I might have to make another one. Let's think. Belvita, Believe Beli. I think it's Tiva. It's like a cookie breakfast bar. I don't know where my jar got this from. If you know the answer to this, please let me know because I monitor how much caffeine I take in. Jared does the same. He doesn't want any of that. And he said that he heard that those Belvita, I think is the way you pronounce them. My daughter used to eat them. He said, I heard they have caffeine in it. And I was like, what? I've never heard that. So it was funny because when I handed him the box, I started to laugh and I said, that's why I was asking you last night if you liked them. Because I took some and here's the rest. Crackers. He went through pretty much everything I gave him the last time except for the Hershey syrup, a few little things. And so club crackers, the peanut butter on peanut butter. I said the next time I go, would you like cheese? And he said, no, these are good. Thank you, Mom. I gave him Rice-A-Roni. I split the pack with him. I bought the peanut butter that comes in this snack cup. I think I took only 11 because I ate one. So that would have been 12. But there's 48 in there, so no real loss there. I'm not going to eat all that. Just trying to think. So the peanut butter, 2 different types of crackers. The ones are already crackers done. Club crackers, Rice-A-Roni, all kinds of pasta because I've been buying it at Sam's. Plus, I have the angel hair that I like from Aldi's. It's like a 2-pound box, and I had extras, so I gave them that. Gave them some bow ties, some rotellis. I gave them strawberry preserves. Forgot. No, I gave them a hazelnut spread the last time. So when I was speaking to him on the phone, we spoke about lots of things other than just, is there anything you need when I'm there? Because I always think of you. And he's like, Mom, I don't want you to worry about me. He's worrying about me. Between all the stress I'm going through here, what's coming around the corner, and this. He's like, you need it. I hope you're eating, And I was just filling his trunk because I can. How about that? Because I can. Love him to pieces. He's so grateful, so thoughtful. I've never, even all the ins and outs with my daughter, who now, is in Florida, never once had any of my kids ever look me in my face or behind my back and tell me they hate my guts. So kudos to me. And they're just amazing individuals. On to my daughter. I was thinking maybe it would have been smart if she maybe rented first just to make sure that it's exactly what she wants because I'll never step in between her dreams and I don't wish her any harm. What's going on with my grandson is his girlfriend. He's in love. And we all been there. So I'm not mad. And he'll be 18 soon anyway. But my daughter likes animals more than she likes people, and that's a true story. My Jared did inform me when we were talking last night. I said, do you know if Amanda rented? And he said no, and he did say Amanda's not speaking bad about me at all. It is what she wanted, so let her live her dream. I wish her nothing but the best. I would never wish harm on my child. And I was in the delivery room and saw my grandchild being born. I would never wish them to have like a horrific whatever. But they bought, so they did buy. But here's something that threw me for a loop, but I know my daughter inside and out. My daughter loves animals more than she loves people. And apparently, with the economy and everything that's going on, I watched a Joe Rogan podcast that talked about people that worked their whole lives or had restaurants or stores. It's not alcoholics and drug addicts that become homeless, because I was number one. I told the dentist about the comment that was made about this. He said that's a disgrace. That he could tell that it was a blunt force trauma to my mouth. This saddens me, honestly, because I understand where my daughter's heart is. If she could save every animal, she would. So she has 3 big dogs, 2 rare turtles, 2 cats. The rescue. The one she got as a kitten. The reason why she ended up with 2 big, darker dogs is because they were both in the same kennel when they happened to walk into a pet store. She was getting ready to leave, and I even heard this on Appalachia's Homestead, that people aren't able to afford their pets. They become homeless because of crap like this, COVID, and get ready for this one. Chokes me up. Makes me sad, and I'm not mad at her at all, because I could feel it. Jared said either her and Jim or she drove by, and someone had a Siberian Husky and another big dog tied to a telephone pole on the property of the Women's Humane Center, nowhere near the door. And I guess she spoke to Jim about it, walked in and said, "Are we allowed to take those 2 dogs that are tied to a telephone pole?" And they said yes. So now my daughter has 5 dogs. 5 dogs. My daughter needs a farm, is what she needs. But she can never say no to an animal. Never. I wouldn't have been able to drive by that and think that that's okay. So Jared doesn't know what the other breed is. And they were somebody's pets. So she was taking them to the vet once she got down there. So now my daughter has 5 dogs. 5 big dogs. It's crazy here. Which, speaking of that, so yeah, the shed leaves all the year don't break down, kind of plastic. Yeah, those types of leaves won't. And if you put too much on your garden, just pull it off. I do pots, laugh out loud. Thanks, ML. Congratulations to my niece, because you know what? She's not lazy. She knows nothing about gardening, and she asked a couple questions. She has a nice deck in Maryland patio. I think it's 2 layers, I think. She got pots, and she planted cherry tomatoes, some peppers, I think some cucumbers. Kudos to my niece. She's learning, and she'll do it again. And I even told her this year she might have to get some herbs that'll come back every year, so she doesn't have to keep paying that expense. Super proud of her, super proud of Debbie. Some people don't want to grow just flowers because it's not edible. And there's bad things come around the corner. But some people are still sleeping and don't believe it. So kudos to my niece. Let me say, these are tiny, elm cover. And don't get too much pine in your garden. Made a stew last week from everything that was expired in my kitchen cupboards. And that sounds like, what do they call that? I tried to say succotash, but that's corn and lima beans. Well, you know what I'm thinking. It's where you throw everything in. Nothing wrong with that. Expired stew. That was funny. I'm gonna go down. Veggies even. Corned beef keeps way past date. Yeah, I found a gentleman, because I love calling people out for their BS when they're not paying attention. He broke down everything as far as oil, like olive oil, indefinite shelf life. Canned goods, when it has that expiration date, or Best Buy, it's a scam. It's so that you go to the supermarket, you just buy more. Canned goods, he was saying, like, up to 10, 15 years. It's a whole list. I put it on my Instagram in the stories. So tomorrow, if I can refind it, I will post it in, under my profile, the whole list, or I may still have it in my phone because I started cleaning it up today. Mainly like how you can preserve cheese, obviously, vacuum seal it or keep it in the wrapper. But when it comes to canned goods and tuna fish and all that, it's not expired. Um, so yeah, I just knew it already. Powdered milk, powdered milk, 8 years. 2 years out of a date and still tastes great. Yeah, are the best people or the worst? Yep, my daughter's like that. Me to animals are the best, people are the worst. My daughter just, I don't like to use the word hate. She doesn't hate me. Jared told me. She hasn't said anything bad about me. And I don't wish her any harm. I was just hurt, you know? So I did see a picture of Amanda, Gavin, and Adeline today, and I had a quick moment. That's why I can't be messed with silly things on the phone. Um, and I got caught up in my feels with Angie on the phone. Like, my family went to Florida type of thing. And yeah, but I think that's just going to be normal. But last time Gavin flew in, he didn't even call Uncle Jared. He's in love. And I said to Jared, we all been there. So Gavin's very responsible. He'll figure it out. Um, but 5 is a lot. It's a lot. Still miss my cats. Oh. Okay, Joe. Have a great week, my friend. Let's see. So, I mean, it's getting better, but yep, that's how I ended up with 16 dogs, says Laura. My sister-in-law saved dogs. She has at least 14. That's how I have mine. Didn't want one, but yeah, but Adeline just turned 3, January the 7th. And I said, and Gavin has to do chores the same way I raised my kids. But Gavin seems to keep getting the poop, pick up, clean up. And I said, you know what that means? And Jared said, no, what? I said, now he's going to have to clean up poop after 5 people. Amanda would rather clean up poop and throw up from a dog. She has a thing about throw up from humans or even her own kids. That's not her cup of tea, but I feel for her because I wouldn't have been able to drive past that. Appalachian Homestead just said that in her area in Tennessee, the capacity for dogs and cats is at max. So people are having to give up their animals, which is so sad. Really, really sad. So, yeah, that's that. Shocking, but not really shocking if you know Amanda, because she would save a bird that's got a broken wing. And you know what I mean? It's just how she is. So they're doing good. I just thought maybe if they rented, she could make sure that it's where she wants to be. But she bought. They're good. 3 or 4 bedrooms it is. Jared said it's almost, like her other one, maybe a little bit better. So wish them all the luck. And it's going to be common for me to have my moments. I am a mother. But I wanted to show you something else cheap. I needed noise reduction from the outside world and got these from Temu. They're not the greatest when you go to use them with your phone. Let's see if I could get it out. And this charges it in there too. It'll, like, the lights on. It's a noise reduction. I don't hear the dogs barking. Just got these. So I like these a lot. Thought I heard a dog barking last night and did put it back in, heard nothing. So I got these specifically off of Temu. They're the noise reduction. So if you're not sleeping or, you're hearing a lot of other things going on would highly recommend these, but they just don't sound good if you're answering your phone. And I don't need them to answer my phone because my Jared got me the Samsung earbuds. I have the watch, I have the phone, and that's what these look like right here. And I wore them for hours the other day when I was doing all kinds of things, cooking or whatever, with Angie on the phone. For a little bit, I wasn't using it because I have that thing that's getting grafted right there, biopsied, and it was starting to become sore again. But Gavin's the one that taught me how to put them in my ear. They're like bigger than a jelly bean. It's funny, but it's like you got to put them in a certain way and then twist them up. And I had them in for hours. And these sound great, obviously, when I answer my phone. So kudos to my Jared. That was 2 Christmases ago, I think. Yeah, 2 Christmases ago, Jared got me those. Haven't had a Christmas since I've been here. Let me think. Last year, Jimmy's for Christmas. Oh, I wanted the Samsung round thing that you could just sit your phone on and it charges it. And got that and worked great. But guess what happened? The wires burn out. Like the plugs. I'm not having any luck with plugs. And definitely don't go to 7-Eleven and spend $10 for a plug because it doesn't work. This is working right now. It's in an extension cord. But it'll do that beep, beep type of thing. So, yep, gotta get phone plugs for that. Have my next appointment on the 6th, which is 500 more. And, yeah, glad that we're getting this rocking and rolling. So once they're in, this one will be taken out and they'll be put in. But the facility, like the place, so nice. This is funny, I'll tell you this. The woman that I met, it has a name, and she takes a picture all in after the full one. But initially when she met me, she said, "What are you wearing?" And I know somebody will copycat it, but I've been wearing it for years and years. She goes, "What are you wearing?" And I said, "Issey Miyake." And she said, "Oh, no way, I got married with that perfume." I said, "Oh, I didn't get married to that perfume. Maybe that's why I got a divorce." She was so nice. The dentist there was quite lovely. I don't know. I'd have to see what they would want to charge for the tops because I overcount it. And whom I thought was going to pull them is not. So I don't know how much more this place would cost. I want to get this done before I'm out of here. And unless I just waste another month arguing with my insurance company to get the rest pulled. But they'll mold the whole thing and it'll be done. So wish me luck on that. But he asked me, "Would you like to go to sleep to get the, rest of the tops taken out?" And I was like, I think I have somebody lined up because I was caught off guard. Somebody else lined up to pull them out. Not 1,000% sure, but I should have asked how much. But I got that next healthy bill coming in, and this is why I can't save here. I do pay to live here, obviously. And recipes and things cost, but that's my job. That's what I do here. And I just have a thing. I love feeding people. Grateful. Don't insult. I love sending them food to their house. Makes me happy. Because when we were at my table, it was like, munja, munja, eat, So, back to Jared. Rice-a-roni, bow ties, the curly Q ones, sauce, Alfredo sauce, chicken, organic beef. Yeah, so I hooked my kid up and I feel good about it. $70, $75. He works hard and he got something from the IRS, so he has that to do. He has, believe me, I will say this again, he never asked. He doesn't have to. I'm just going to do it, no matter what someone's opinion is. But he's due for his inspection, so my Johnny's going to get that done this Saturday. His registration, I suggested the advice that was given to me. If you're not going to sell, pay for your registration for 2 years. So he has a couple things that he has to pay for and do. When I got back from taking a quick run to like see the courts with Jay and to go to Sev, um, I looked out the corner of my eye and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So, driver's seat, you have that curvature. Somebody hit it, dinged it, did whatever they did. And Jared said, Mom, look at the ding on my car door from a shopping cart. I said, because people are ignorant. So I don't know if that was the snowplower person that did it, but there were some kids clowning around it with these big ice chunks, and a couple people were on some quads. And I don't want to put my vehicle underneath the tree because it's constant bird poop and destroys the paint. I care about what it looks like. So, yeah, I'll have to get Johnny to take a look at that, and I have to put a couple fuses in, but I will go to a real man to put it in because I shouldn't have to. It has the cover over it where you need the tools to take it off. And then I have another one that's apparently under the passenger seat, I was told, but when I put my hand under there, I couldn't find it. So I'll have to figure that out. But I blew my own fuse. Now I have to take that because I didn't get the vehicle for the lighter. So I need to throw that in the trash and remember to never stick that in the hole again because it blew the fuse. But I only have the hatch left to do. If you just want to see what's going on with the vehicle, my pleasure. May have to bring you along with some packing. I have Craftsman totes. I want to get jars that have been missing out so they're labeled correctly. Me and Debbie aren't lifting them, but they're my totes and they'll be used for something else. But she freed a shelf in her basement and then the 2 shelves here, pink, you know. So the food's going to go into her basement. And then, worst case scenario, well, my Jared's ex is still there. I did say, I mean, what's the harm in foul if I'm in my vehicle and like, hey, can I swing by and grab a jar? The little economical freezer, it doesn't charge anything. I said it would go to Jared's if and when Lindsay moves out, but I don't know if she's moving out. But love staying on me, kept hugging me and kissed me. We didn't get to spend Christmas together. Jared wasn't in the Christmas spirit because of what's going on. But they're so respectful, love them, glad I got to spend time with them. But all my visitors, it's like me and my guests, we visit outside. So it doesn't matter how freaking cold it is. So it was great seeing him. He looks good. And super proud of him and super proud of Johnny. And I think Amanda went about things the wrong way, but love her to pieces. Wish her the best. And can't believe she did that with the dogs. I can't believe it, but that's so my daughter. So God bless her for taking on 2 more big dogs. Because when you can't handle X amount, that's a lot. And a Siberian Husky in Florida is going to be hair galore. So, miss my grandbaby, my granddaughter. But I'll catch up with Gavin soon. Me and Jared spoke about that. Jared is going to help. I already spoke to Johnny. But I'm supposed to ask Johnny to get all of his friends together. Jared just said if you and Miss Debbie, could like do the jars and some other things. Of course, I'm going to get my mother out of there, So that's kind of what's going on. So busy upcoming week. I have to do something as far as my medical insurance is concerned. And then I have work-related things to do. I want to get the bathroom closet, starting to get that packed up and what I want to go into storage. And paid my storage today too. So the bank is not used to all this back to back to back. So honestly going to run into a problem with one thing. But I mean, it's only $100. Can wait. They want to put a hold. So anyway, whole other story. But I can bring these along. I have 2 bug out bags in my vehicle that I've had in there before this happened. Can show you that, can show you the hatch. Looking for like this air type of mattress from like Temu. Not one that I have to blow up, but where you can use it as bed. And I'll make do. I did say to Jared, does his dad, and Grandpa know about what's going on? And he said no. I said, I do feel as if when Jimmy did what he did, and Grandpa said, oh no, what are you going to do, Jared? And he said, go back to my apartment. Oh no, but what about your mom? I feel like he made it out like I wanted to come here. He said, Mom's going to Thomas's. And I said, well, maybe it should be mentioned to Grandpa and my ex-husband. Maybe there'll be some type of miracle. I don't know. I just keep thinking just the way that my mind is. And I just don't need any additional stress or ladies. Hold on, let me go down to this. Solid black one, and I want a solid white one. Wow. There's a lot of edible flowers. That is true. A lot. Good point, Tiger. It's a small little mine chases my chickens and ducks, and if she could get in the sugar pen, they'd be dead, but 2 rats run red. Yeah, I know people were writing that comment. You know what I saw? A big raccoon. A big raccoon was in the backyard climbing over the fence. So that's what I think it was. Nasturtiums, yep. They're really good. Peppery. Knows a lot about edible flowers, yep. Let's see. Back of the bag. Black pepper tasting. Yep, I just said that. Let's see. The seed need to be scuffed before germination, just FYI. You can take a little clipper, like a nail clipper, toenail clipper, and just clip a little piece off, and that will help it germinate really quickly. I scuffed, I do. Well, no, I made it, sweetie. Love you, Paul. I hope that you have a blessed week. Yeah, it's where you take a clipper and you just pierce it on the corner, or like the tip. Yeah, he hurt his back. Let's see. Nail file. Yep. Tiger's at work. Saying, gotta get back to work. I'll shoot you an email tomorrow after work, Mel. Hope you all have a great week. You too, my friend. You too. And go look at that tater tot recipe. Think you'll love it. Let's see. Thank you, Tiger. Spring seed swap at Always Gardening and Prepping. There's the dog's best friend, your daughter. Yeah, anything. So she'll be down there saving the turtles. Like I said, she loves animals more than humans. I'm not saying me, because she's never told me that she hated my guts. Not like that. And I'm blessed to be in the delivery room to see my first grandchild being born. And then I thought Jim's mom should obviously be in with Adeline. So, not bitter. Was a little hurt because of Gav, that's all. And no matter what our differences are, which is nothing serious, I would still love to give her a kiss and a hug goodbye. That's what hurts. But getting through it gets better a little bit each time. It's not like that bunch is doing her any favors. Hello, Ace. Hi, Mel. Damn, forgot you were on So Missed tonight. Sigh. It's okay. You can always rewatch it. Welcome in. I had a huge 64-ounce tank full of ice thrown at my truck the other day because he was driving like an a-hole. Just people suck. They really do. Really do. And when people like to come off as if they're doing... When somebody does something out of the kindness of their heart, you know it. You know it. And you know what? Laura's in here, and she's done quite a few things for me out of the kindness of her heart. I will never, ever forget that. And I will never forget the connection that I made with her. You know, I never had a sister. And feeling like, you know, you don't have to have a blood relative to feel that connection. And she's always kind and ever so generous. Believe me, you. So when you're doing something out of the kindness of your heart, you know it. When somebody's doing it for the ching ching, it's different. Set an alarm so I don't forget again. Ace, you're fine, but you can also go back and watch it. Start carrying 18-inch pipe wrench by my seat. Well, you know what, Brook Trout? I'm going to not do anything further with my vehicle. Wait till you see what I have under my seat and on the side of my seat. And yeah, I'm not embarrassed. This is my life. This is what's going on. I'll show you what was in the bug out bags, because you know how there's a bug out bag and then I think it's called a stranded bag. If you ever got stranded in your vehicle, yeah, I'll show you what's going on and how I think I can make it work in there. And got to do what you got to do when you're trying to save money, because it's impossible to save money here. So people lose their lives sometimes to road rage. Crazy. That is so true. If I lived in that state, I'd definitely be packing. Yep, they sure do. I've had a few instances. I think I'll start. My boss is fine with it. Okay. The guy that watched it goes live from the border just went live. Oh, really? He shows the dang truth. Yep, love all that. Don't get me started on the border, Brooke said. Yeah, let's not go there with that. And I am going to say this because, you know, I don't usually do political, but did anybody read the thing where they want Trump and two of his sons that aren't even involved, I think, like in the billions of dollars to pay? If anybody doesn't see through that with that crooked liberal judge, that's ridiculous. Why are you penalizing his kids? They were raised right. They all went to college, have degrees. They have money, and you want to try to hit him in his wallet for something that's like so far-fetched. It's just disgusting. Everybody needs to come together and wake up and pull the right lever this time around. Good idea to carry. Never know when some asshole will escalate it. That's true. There's the link drop. You do good not stressing about a new place. The Lord always provides for us. Thank you, Mr. Joe Serrano. True story. I can't sit here and put on a front because that would make me a fake. When I was on the phone with Angie today and I saw Gavin, Amanda, and Adeline, I cried and was like, part of my life just went to Florida. But I'm human. As far as this constant dodging bullets, or this is coming my way, or this, or this, yeah. I just try to let God lead the way, because you know what? Karma's a bitch. Excuse my French. I never even saw him, Laura. But thank you for that. That really meant a lot, because sometimes, like I say to my niece, every day it's like dodging a few more bullets. True story. I know, Doll, I said you're good. The old fart's going to bed, which is Paul Honeyman. But he also hurt his back. We love him. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for being here. And yeah, go check out some of those recipe polls. Paul, you can whip some of them up for sure. Love you, Paul. Hope that you have a great, safe week. Sleep tight. My bad. That's okay, Laura. Okay, so ran over by 18 minutes, but not the end of the world. Paul can go. There's a couple other moderators. So let's see what's coming up. Those cinnamon rolls for Laura, gravy, and meatballs. But I really want my cabbage soup with the sausage, less the spicy. Not for any particular reason other than this is hurting, but this is staying. And then it will get pulled and the new ones will go in, which I saw at the corner of my eye. I do want to say this ugly picture. And then I quickly, at a glance, it's a picture of me, beautiful teeth. And then later, I'm going to get them permanently kept in. So I liked that he was able to recognize what happened and knew it wasn't a personal hygiene thing, or knew it wasn't from alcohol or drugs, you know. So I appreciated that. And I appreciated the facility that was recommended to me. They were super duper nice. And I have to worry about me first because I have to be able to eat. That's top priority. So it will be more money, but it is what it is. So I don't call these people that are coming in, to go back to this comment real fast, migrants. There's no other name for them but illegals. And when you look, the majority aren't women and little girls. They're men of fighting age, and they're like boys. So get ready, because I'm telling you. And I don't want to say who, what, where, but civil in the streets also came up. So keep working on your pantries. Don't worry about expiration dates. Don't believe what naive people say. You can go right under and look it up. It's everywhere. It's even online with the Food and Agricultural site, I think it is. Tuna fish, 10 years after the expiration date. It's mainly your milk, butter, things of that nature, but you can freeze your butter. And if you have a bunch of canned goods that are getting ready to go, make a vegetable soup. Throw it into a beef stew if you want, and put some of that up. So definitely getting the tomatoes out. And did you ever see, let me think before I end this live, it is, oh yeah, and again, recommend noise cancellation if you need to get sleep. 1870s homestead. If you have extra zucchini that people aren't eating, you can bulk up your sauce by putting it in there. It almost makes it like a primavera. But I have to get them out first, like Pam said. Start letting them thaw. Then the skins come right off because I didn't core mine. And I'm just going to split it right down the middle and do what she said. Just take my finger and she said the seeds come out real easy instead of that tedious stuff. Because my food mill, that's not rusty, is in storage. I don't need anything out of storage at this point. So that's that. That's what's going on. But if you are good with seeing inside the SUV or doing some videos of like come pack with me or things of that nature, it will be that as well as food. That's what's going on here. And keeping it real over here. This is an open platform. Never BS'd anyone. So chickens tomorrow, hopefully. Laura, lucky lady, Mel's yummy cinnamon rolls. Yes. I'm going to check it out after Mel. Please do. So honestly, meatloaf is banging. Jarrett was only my one that ever was like, why do you gotta put bacon across the top? It holds it together and it gives it flavor. But you could pull it off if you don't crisp it up. Tater tot wasn't bland. I just went along with that. But you could do sausage. You could turn it into a breakfast one. Let me think. The chocolate espresso cake, out of this world, that I'm literally thinking about making it in like a muffin form or cupcake form so I could freeze some. But I gave Debbie a big chunk of it. Have a piece for Jay if he wants it. And there's some left. Probably about a quarter left out of that cake. And the Marry Me chicken, cute story to it. And delicious. Debbie actually made it Valentine's night. Texted me and said, Melody, amazing. That recipe was amazing. So if you want something quick, or you want to impress your wife or your girlfriend or maybe your fiance, the whole thing behind that, which I thought was cute, is you could get a possible proposal. As long as you're not living in a delusional world thinking like you're in a relationship. But it was done by Ina Garden. So go check those videos out. Thank you to everyone that's watching them. The view counts are going up. Absolutely. Love, 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 love. I'm definitely have to get some more of the filters. I think it's 3 a day I go through, and I feel so much better. Thank you to my moderators. You are amazing. Subscribers that watch it back. You are amazing. It really means a lot to me. So what's upcoming? Go back on the 6th for this. Some other appointments that need to be made. Chickens are doing good. They're flat and fluffy. They love all the stuff I give them. And making my cabbage soup, but not going to record that because you've already seen it. I'll go through my stuff. Like I said, I threw out a full bottle of Starbucks that was pushed in the back of cold brew. And we'll see what happens with my niece and Fred. Lots of prayers for Fred, who has no immune system and just keeps getting sick and sick and sick. And my niece had some tests done for her nervous system, like on her back. So prayers for my niece, who's like a daughter to me. Love her to pieces. And prayers for Debbie. And prayers for anyone that needs it for strength. And amongst this that's going on, positivity, and I believe in God and Jesus, and I also believe in karma. So, on that note, I like to keep it real. And what you see out of me is what you get. I'm as real as they come. And I'm a good person and won't be talked into anything other that I'm not. But loved. As a matter of fact, Johnny said he would have came over here for his birthday dinner anytime I wanted. And of course he would have done that for me because I always make them their birthday dinner. But no, I canceled because he's busy bee. And it's just chaotic. And yeah. And Lindsay's apparently still looking, which is Jared's roommate, ex-girlfriend. So wish me luck. If there's a will, there's a way. God always puts people in your lives for whatever the reason, and miracles do happen. And I'm keeping the faith, and I'm not going to let anyone begrudge me and put me down. And I feel good, even though I'm in a bad situation. I feel good doing what I want for my son or kids. Johnny the same. And I think tomorrow I have to check the weather. So chickens, and then I'll start doing things like I'll bring you along, come back with me. I'll do my SUV, show you all that jazz. And yeah, so positivity, it's the only way you can go. And when people are fake but claim to care about you, there's the road. See ya. Ace. That's funny. What time are we eating? 14 hours to get there. Hey, as soon as I'm back in my own place, more than welcome. Let's see. You can bring them. Prayers for all who need them. Thank you, Suzanne. That was very nice. Oh, I need them. You have no idea. I do. And I haven't disclosed your business. And it breaks my stinking heart. Some people found it hard to believe that I get nervous before I go and do live. But I try to be kind to everyone, acknowledge everyone that comes in here, try to give back, and lost for words and didn't know if you wanted your business advertised, but yeah. But you know what? God's with you. There's not anything a person could say for what you and your family went through. And how many sorries can somebody... I could say I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart and soul because I really am. But that doesn't change the circumstances. And being a parent, I'm on your side. Believe me, I'm on your side. And if you ever need to write me an email, please do. I just was looking into so much of the information that I just never wrote back on the email. And I actually can't even find your email address now. But I love you. God loves you. And it's heartbreaking. It's completely heartbreaking. If anybody wants to know what I'm talking about, it's a private conversation. I don't know if they want it shared. Prayers for everyone who needs them, says my niece. And God bless my niece and her husband, because my niece is a good, kind soul, funny. Can't swallow that pill of knowing her niece would be in her vehicle. Just got things to figure out. So that's what we're going to do. And I love you all sincerely. Erin, I guess you better call me in the morning, because you're not going to call me tonight, which is fine. Call me in the morning. I love you, love you, love you, but you know that. That's to my niece, Erin. Laura, you can. Ding, ding. And Angie, love her to pieces. She's getting a break right now because her mom's away. And on that note, I'm going to end my live by holding up my niece, by the way, Erin, if you could trade me out two caffeine ones for two hydration ones or vitamin ones, I trade you, girl. But we'll talk tomorrow. Laura, love you. Thank you, everyone, for all the support. Keeping this channel going means a lot to me. And let me see this real quick. There's only one other YouTuber that knows I appreciate him out. You are so very welcome. But I tell you what, I pray for you on a daily. And my voice is getting a little crackly again because what can I say? I wear my heart on my sleeve and I wouldn't be breathing. Can we leave it at that? Be well, Vandal the Land. Enjoyed having you in here. Missed you, Ace. You are a blessing. God bless you as well. Stay safe. Laura, thank you for moderating. And you already know how I feel about you. Suzanne, you are a quick draw McGraw with the fingers. And we love Paul. But, he was putting stuff in his truck and pulled out his back because he's an old man. I can share. It needs to be said. It's hard on lives to bring it up. Brooke Trout, have you ever been on, before I wrap this up, have you ever been on someone else's live? And I will sit here and I'll wait for the answer. I can invite you because it says join and I could send you the link. You could be on my live, or if you want to resend the email, and if you don't want to discuss it and it's okay for me to discuss it, the choice is yours. But you know what? Damn Skippy, if that doesn't need to be discussed. Damn Skippy. And I can't go any further because I'll be crying. Love you, love you, love you. I will say lots of prayers for you and your family. And you let me know what you want to do. Write me an email. And Vandal of the Land saying, stay up, Melody. What does that mean, stay on? I'm already so over. I'm already so over. Erin says, good luck. Haha, just kidding. Call you tomorrow. Good night, everyone, says my niece. A lot of lives. Oh, okay. Well, write me an email. I think on here it says you can join. We could try it that way because I'm just not good with StreamYard. But absolutely. Let's do a date that is good for you. Because I get, sometimes it could be, what's the max I had, like 50 people that came into my live? Sometimes it could be 20. I'll send you another email. Thank you. But sometimes these smaller, close-knit lives are great. But they get a lot of views back. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It just might not be a convenient time for everyone. So hang in there with me. We're going to get through this together, all of us. So prayers to everyone who needs it. Again, thank you for watching my videos back. My lives back means the world. Please run a playlist if you have time, even if you're cleaning. Put it on a one. Pick whichever one you want. But I held the moderators up long enough. Suzanne, sweet Suzanne. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Laura. And thank you to everyone that came in here. I hope that you have a fantastic week. I hope the weather improves where you're at. We don't get any more snow. And lots of prayers for me for health issues and my sanity. Other than that, everything's good. And I'm going to hold this up. I don't know. Can I hold it up? I'll do it this way. Because you know why? That button's on the other side and everybody has to look at my finger. But I wonder if I could do it where you can at least see a fingernail. I'm just going to hold up my bottle. Dang it. Sorry, Vandal. It's okay, Lord. She has it. Love you all. I'm going to hold this up. Get one. If you're not drinking a lot of water, I think it's really working for me. I don't think it's just a fad either, but see you throughout the week. Laura, ding ding, or text me first. And yeah, I'll see you next Sunday. Have a great week, everyone. Be good and all. You as well. Love you all sincerely. And I will see you next Sunday, same place, same time. Well, same time. Love you all. Bye, everyone. There goes this finger. Bink. Nope, missed it. Why did they put it? They moved it over there. It's horrifying. Now, okay, there it goes. Ah, sorry about my finger at the end. Love you all. Good night.